What's up, fuckers? Today we're going to talk about my worst date. I was 26 at the time, summertime in July. I remember because my ball sack was sweating like an iced water pitcher. I unknowingly was on the dating app Grindr. I thought it was Christian Mingle. A handsome gentleman sent me a message and he had me at sup. He requested to take me out for alcoholic beverages and a motion picture. Now, I'm not a big drinker, but around this time I had recently succumbed to the pressure from my peers and fell in love with Mary Jane. I replied, how about blunts instead of beverages? And he said, cool. So without hesitation, I sent a stranger my address and started meticulously packing up my Swisher Sweet. Soon after, I got a message that said, here. I anxiously opened the door, no knife in the hand, face matches the profile picture. Success! We smoked and then we were off to see Nerve, starring Dave Franco and Emma Roberts. My munchies were in full swing, so he got me a soda and some Sour Patch Kids. About halfway through this adrenaline rush and anxiety tugging thriller, my palms are sweating. I feel lightheaded, chest tightness, racing heartbeat, and shortness of breath. I'm squirming in my chair, freaking out, thinking maybe water will help. I promptly depart Auditorium 4, and I'm like, this is it. Death by cardiac arrest at the drinking fountains with the world's lowest water pressure, tits on Christ. I go back in, and I'm like, I need to go to the ER. That boy turned to me and said, but the movie's not over. This bitch was gonna make me make a pit stop to jail on my way to hell if he didn't get the fuck up. After some convincing, we're finally driving away and suddenly William fucking Shakespeare, who's had one-word responses all night, sup, cool, here, has a lot to say. I'm hanging on for dear life in the passenger seat being lectured about finances. He hates not getting his money's worth when he spends it, and we left mid-movie. Then he goes, I'm just being honest. And I'm admiring that honesty all the way to the recycling bin with your contact information. After my lecture, I was informed I could take myself to the ER if I really needed to go because he's not a fan of waiting rooms. So I drove myself, and after the EKG and the delicate laying of the drug addiction pamphlets at the foot of my hospital bed, I was diagnosed with my first anxiety attack. Apparently, THC, sugar, caffeine, a thriller, and first date jitters weren't a good combination. But it was for the best. Turns out, STI dodged an incurable bullet. Before my date, Cindy loppered himself and had his true colors exposed like an exhibitionist penis in an open trench coat. I was certainly going to let his Trojanless horse infiltrate my back gate. Thank God that date was more of a clusterfuck than the clusters of blisters on his balls. Anyway, that's the story of how Mary Jane saved me from genital herpes. Wrap it before you tap it.